Okay, so here we are in video number 2 of my case study in trying to increase the traffic and profitability to my e-commerce store. In the previous video, I went over the e-commerce site that I'm going to be trying to improve, some of the features of the website, basically, the traffic, which is abysmal, and the sales, which is just one sale a month. That's just nothing. $25 a sale, maybe $50 a sale profit. I need sales. To get sales, I need traffic. So this case study is all about using a very well-respected service to increase the traffic to my website, which hopefully is then going to result in sales. Because I think my website's pretty good. I just need the traffic. The old case of, if you build it and they will come, it just doesn't apply anymore. You've got to be having a method to drive traffic, and in this case we're looking at trying to increase organic traffic from Google. Now I'm going to swap across to the screen in a minute and I will introduce the service that I'm going to use. I'm also going to go through some of the details as to why the service is awesome. It might seem a little bit expensive when you look at it to begin with, but I'll then compare it to some other very famous services that charge considerably more, but as far as I'm concerned they actually give you less, especially from an SEO point of view. And then in the next video, I will then go and I will have already ordered the service and I will start putting the information in for them to then go in and do their work. Then in the following days, you'll be getting updates. So subscribe to the channel because then you'll get to see when I put new videos in to show you the progress of this case study. You can also watch the whole case study. I'll be doing it in a playlist, so everything will be easily accessible. So I'll swap across to the screen now and I will introduce the service and start talking about some of the details of the service. Okay, so here is the service I'm going to be using as part of this case study. It's called Magic PR. PR standing for press release. Now you might think press releases are just something the presidents and big companies do to announce major events or actions, but no, all businesses of any significant size, they tend to do press releases, and Google knows this. So Google will see that if your business is putting press releases out there, you're behaving like a real business. And Google likes this because Google wants to put real businesses, get their customers to connect to real businesses that are serious about how they conduct themselves. Now, not only that, but a lot of these press release sites are very well respected. Respected with customers because you're on Fox, you're on ABC, you're on Google News, you're on CNN. So if customers see your site on these websites, that gives a boost of respect to you. Now, Google's also going to think the same way. If you're getting links to your website from these companies, from these websites, Google's going to feed respect through. So now I said I didn't want to talk too much about SEO stuff, but basically the case study is going to test whether the Magic PR system that I'm going to use, the product, the done-for-you service that they're going to do, is actually going to give a financial reward to my business, to my e-commerce website. Now their homepage doesn't do a huge amount of selling of how awesome their service is, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of explaining that for you. And what I've also managed to do with these guys is I've managed to get some special pricing. And also, this service here is not normally provided. Now, first of all, what I'll talk about is their basic service, which is their press release service. Now, they don't do just your normal stock standard press release that you're going to get from other companies. And I'll show you what they do. And I'll tell you about, and we'll talk about the pricing. Because I tell you what, $95 might seem a lot to get one press release done, but it's actually superb value. So you get one press release. It will have, I've been told, up to 5 do-follow links within the press release. You'll get on NBC, Fox, ABC, and Google News. This one's quite significant. They will do image and logo uploads.
Now these they will actually scrape from your website. If you give them the URL to the logo on your website, that is then going to be another link which is feeding back to your website. So the more links you have pointing into your website in different ways, the more interesting Google's going to find that. They can also do video embeds. Now this is quite amazing, especially at this price point. If you have a video that is made, it can be professional, it can be really basic. This is going to help push some significance towards that video for Google. And then if you put your link in that video, that's then going to feed extra significance, extra Google love, extra Google juice to your website. So this is just building power, building power. Now they're saying you're going to get 450 plus authority links. Now this is from the press release sites such as NBC, Fox, ABC, and Google News, and all of their affiliates. So you're going to have lots of websites that are highly respected, all pointing to your website, and that's going to grab Google's attention. It's going to give Google a bit of a shake and say, hey, pay attention. These guys are serious. These guys are really great. Now another feature that you don't get very often is Google Map embeds. Now, I don't want to talk too much about this, but you can basically identify within Google Maps, produce a Google Map that says, I'm of significance of this particular region. So you might put your suburb, your country, your street, your location, all sorts of different details, and ram lots of information about your website into that map. Put it into the press release, and Google's going to start paying attention to that map, saying your business is of significance to this local area, to this country. It's quite a significant opportunity to take advantage of Google Map embeds in your press release. Okay, now for $95, they're going to write the press release for you. Not a lot of services do this, and they certainly don't do it for $95. Now the last line they've got here is 100% contextual links. Basically, you're going to put hypertext on your links. So you probably should do a few that are branded. So, for example, in my case, I will put beltempire.com, and I'll have it pointing to my home page. I might put men's belts, and I have it pointing to the men's belts page, so on and so forth. Maybe a little bit generic, but you don't want to do too much keyword stuffing, pointing to your website, because you're going to get 450 plus of this happening. You're going to get a really big, sudden tsunami of links pointing to your website, and that might upset Google just a little bit. They don't like seeing this happening too much. So if you just keep repeating the same keywords all the time, Google's going to get a little bit nervous, and it might actually be a bit of a negative for a while. Now, as I said, for $95, this is great value, and I'll show you why. Here's one of the big competitors out there, PR Web. Looks like they're going through a bit of rebranding. Here's their pricing. So for $99, what do you get? You get placement on PR Web. You don't get submitted to Google and Bing. That you have to pay $189 for if you want to get that as well. Placement on major news sites. You got to pay $189 to get that. You don't get it for less than $100. You're going to go on industry news feeds. You're going to go on regional news feeds. So you'll get on some of the smaller news sites. Media subscribers. That's for people who sign up to RSS feeds to see what's going on. That might be great if you want to generate traffic from your press release. But as far as trying to get Google ranking, not so valuable. Enhanced blogger visibility. Oh, you got to pay $389 for that. Media lists. So this is going out to a bunch of journalists. So these guys might turn around and actually want to feature you on the news. Well, you're going to get this anyway with the Magic PR service. You're going to get noticed. These guys are for $189, $289 plus. They'll put you on some premium sites. They will put you on local news sites. Oh, hang on, that's what I thought this was going to be. But no, you got to spend $289 to get that. Oh, Well, they'll do some social bookmarking for you though if you spend $289. I don't know. I'm really liking the fact that for $95, I'm going to get a really powerful press release going to 450 plus sites, and they're going to write the press release for me. It's done for me. All I have to do is give them where I want the links to point to and videos to embed and the maps to embed. In fact, I've even heard that they might offer a service in the future to make a video for you as well. Now that'll be pretty awesome, because then you just have to give them information. It's more done for you. Okay, let's have a look at another company. This is newswire.com. They're charging $323. Oh, they're giving me a discount. These guys are charging $500 and these guys are charging $460. I don't know, I'm still liking the sound of $95. I'm getting on some premium websites and I'm getting lots of link juice coming out of all of those press releases. These guys are not SEO optimized. They are not writing the press release for me. Okay, so that's just the basic press release here, $95. Now I've managed to talk them into providing this service here. Now Magic PR came about because the guys who started this business, they were doing these press releases for themselves, for their own business, for their own customers. And people were seeing how awesome their work was, and they kind of got talked into starting it as a commercial business, as a service, so that other people could get press releases done for their clients or for their own business. Now, some of these guys are also in some very respected SEO mastermind groups, and they have access to some extra techniques to point extra power to the press releases. So I'm going to be using this service here. This service is not normally available. You can only get it through my link, which is magicpr.net/Phillips special offer. The link will be in the description below, but I'll also put it on screen for you. This price, again, this is a slightly discounted price if you're buying from Phillips special offer. But this Magic PR done for you full power tsunami is only available through Phillips special offer page. So you won't find it if you just go to the website. Normally, it's not linked there. You have to go through Phillips special offer. Now what they're doing for an extra, $130 is they're actually doing a lot. They're doing cloud stacking, which is putting articles onto Google Cloud, Microsoft Cloud, Amazon Cloud, I think it's AliExpress Cloud, and two others that I can't think of at the moment. Now these are very powerful places to have links coming from. Now I've done a little bit of this work myself in the past, and it points a lot of power very quickly. Then they're also going to do HTML documents with comments and descriptions with links in them. So there's going to be more power coming from there. They're going to do PDF documents in a very similar way, and they're going to load them up into various places, all pointing power, just funneling more and more power. They're going to do PDF article stacks. So they're going to do multiple PDFs, all pointing to each other, building more and more power as they go up. They're also going to do that with some of these HTML files. They will embed iframes, so this means like video embedding, map embedding. I think you can also do this on the normal PR, but you can embed Twitter posts. So if you've done a Twitter post with a link to your website, you can have that embedded in the PR, but they're also going to put it into these properties that they're producing. They're going to use Google Sheets, and they're also going to do NAP. Now, NAP is name, address, and phone number. So again, this is just reinforcing who you are, where you are, and really just making Google shine a spotlight onto who you are, where you are. You're a serious business, and they should apply relevancy to you in that for your business in this area. Oh, wow, $225. Now, I've been told I'm probably going to have to do multiple versions of these, and they're going to get linked together. So the first press release and cloud stacks will get pointed to from the second batch they do, and the third batch will point to the second batch, So it'll get stacked up, so it'll build more and more and more power. And I will do this, you'll be able to follow through the case study that I'm doing. So today I'm just introducing the service, and in the next video I'm going to show the information that I'm feeding into their form for them to go and do the work. Then in a few days when I get the report back, I'll show you what the report is, and I'll show you what some of these properties look like, and all the links that are interlinked around all over the place. Then going forward, I'll do more and more videos to say, okay, this is what the traffic is doing now, this is how things are looking, okay, I'm doing another press release now, and you'll be able to follow through to see if this service is effective. Does this service generate traffic and help me make sales? Because ultimately, I don't care about Google ranking. I'm not going to show you where I'm ranking in Google. All I care about is traffic and sales. I have to be making my money back to make spending $225 per press release with Power Tsunami, I'll refer to it. I have to be making this money back, or else this service is not a goer for me, and I won't be able to recommend it. And you'll be able to make that choice for your business. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see when I release new videos. And I'll be putting videos on this case study into a playlist. So you'll be able to go through the playlist and see videos in order. If you've missed one, you'll be able to go back and find the one that you've missed. If you're at the beginning of the playlist, you'll be able to see how far I've got through the study, and if you really want to, you can jump to the end. But if you subscribe, you'll be able to be kept up to date, not just on this case study, but other case studies that I'm going to do for other services and ranking other properties. So now I'm going to go and order my first press release with Power Tsunami, as I'll refer to it, the Magic PR done for you $225 service. And once I've done that, I'll start feeding in the information, and you'll be able to see what details I will be putting in, and that will be video number 3 in this case study.